Well, we did see protesters attempting to block the Iranian women's football team from leaving the Gold Coast amid fears for their safety. 5 players, as we heard, have been granted asylum overnight. That leaves 16 teammates now heading home. Lauren Forbes joins us live. So, Lauren, I understand the bus struggled to move.
Yeah, dramatic scenes have just unfolded behind me at the Royal Pines Resort. That's where the team players, the remaining 16 players, have been locked down before they are moving on to go to the Gold Coast Airport to return home. Now, we've seen a number of protesters just earlier swarming that bus, attempting to stop it and block the bus from leaving. They were chanting, "Stop the girls, stop the girls, save the girls, save the girls." Now, this is a desperate emotional bid after those players have been labelled wartime traitors by the Iranian state-run TV network, and that's following their refusal to sing the national anthem in their opening Asian Cup match. So there are grave concerns for the safety of these 16 players, with some protesters even lying across the floor in front of the tyres of that bus as police swarmed in.
Shame on girls! 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 Shame on girls!
Now, these dramatic scenes all, of course, unfolding hours after 5 team players from the Iranian football team. Well, they were secretly taken and extracted from the hotel overnight by the Australian Federal Police. These photos emerging where you can see that the players have been taken to a secret location under police guard, meeting Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke. They're not wearing hijabs, as they have been forced to throughout the tournament there, signing documents, signing those asylum documents. It's there that they were granted, after ACO checks, the humanitarian visas that allow them to have asylum here in Australia for 12 months.
Last night, I met with them at that location. I signed off last night for their applications to go onto humanitarian visas, and at a little bit after 1:30 a.m. this morning, the processing was completed by the Department of Home Affairs. I say to the other members of the team, the same opportunity is there.
It is worth noting that these players, they have been under tight security linked to the Iranian regime, and it's been hard to make contact with them, and there are fears that some of these 16 players that are yet to seek asylum, well, they might potentially want to do so. And this, of course, has caused international pressure. We saw President Donald Trump in the early hours of this morning take to Truth Social, really hitting out at the Albanese government. We'll get a portion of that up on the screen. It reads, "Australia is making a terrible humanitarian mistake by allowing the Iran national women's soccer team to be forced back to Iran, where they most likely will be killed. Don't do it, Mr. Prime Minister. Give asylum." Now, of course, these comments were made by President Donald Trump without him knowing this secret operation was underway overnight. He did have a phone call just before 2 o'clock this morning with Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. It's there that he was shared those details about the operation, the Prime Minister, to President Donald Trump before the Prime Minister was praised.
President Trump rang me this morning just before 2 a.m. We had a very positive discussion. He was concerned about the Iranian women in the soccer team and their welfare and their safety if they returned home. He conveyed that to me. I was able to convey to him the action that we'd undertaken over the previous 48 hours, and that 5 of the team had asked for assistance and had received it.
The remaining 16 players, they have left this resort. They are on the way to Gold Coast Airport, where they will be flying home via Sydney Airport. It's there from Sydney that they'll be travelling to Malaysia and then on to Turkey and by land to Iran. But questions seriously remain about those 16 players and whether they may make a last-ditch effort at the airport to seek asylum.
Lauren Forbes live there for us with the very latest on that story. Thank you.